and welcome to the recognition banquet for the retiree class of 2023-2024. I have the honor and pleasure of being the first this evening to thank you for your service and dedication to Newport News Public Schools. Thank you for choosing education as your career and for dedicating so many years of your life to our students and staff. Former Secretary of Treasury Jack Lew said there's no higher calling in terms of a career than public service, which is a chance to make a difference in people's lives and improve the world. Tonight, I am proud to recognize your service to public education and acknowledge your legacy. During your tenure, you have molded and guided many of our students to great success. For those of you who have worked outside of the classroom, thank you for your efforts in making sure that our students arrive at school safely, we're well fed, where's Kathy? Thank you, Kathy and company, and we're safe and secure in a clean learning environment. I am reminded of all the achievements that you have contributed during your tenure here in Newport News Public Schools. A high graduation rate, national award-winning programs that include youth development, Spark, ESL, and our social emotional support programs. We have state and national student champions. We have a free meal service, and we also have won awards for financial reporting. Our propane-powered buses have received awards, and we have numerous other accomplishments. And of course, all of this would not have been possible without your contributions. Our success is a direct result of all that you do each day to support our students and their education. We are truly honored and humbled to have served with you. However, retirement brings with it exciting changes and new opportunities that you are sure to enjoy. Take the time to try something new or something that you have been putting off for a while. And this is the part that's really important, I need you to hear. If you find that you miss the students and your colleagues, remember, you are always welcome to come back home. Always. Trust me, we can find something for you to do. I hope to see some of you volunteering or serving as substitutes after your retirement. On behalf of the administration of Newport News Public Schools, I thank you for your commitment and service to the school division. School Board Vice Chairman, Dr. Terry Best, will bring greetings and introduce some special guests joining us tonight. Dr. Best?
Thank you, Dr. Mitchell. And I told her that jumpsuit, I said, girl, you working that. Good evening. And to the retiree class of 23-24, congratulations, and thank you for your service and dedication to Newport News Public Schools. You represent what is great about our school district, our dedicated employee family. On behalf of our chair, Newport News School Board, Ms. Lisa Searles-Law, and my fellow board members, I extend a hearty welcome to everyone on this joyous occasion. 6 years ago, I was in the exact place that you are. I, too, retired from Newport News Public Schools. And just like you, I felt excitement, joy, relief, anticipation about what was yet to come. And like you, I first imagined sleeping till the crack of noon, binge watching Netflix and reading well into the late night and early morning hours. I imagined gardening, travel, leisure, starting a new career, taking courses, and of course, spending time with our loved ones and friends. And many of you will actually do a few of those things, and of course, some more than others. But remember, you are retired from an occupation in the field of education. and that alone makes you extra special. You belong to a group of people that are dedicated to giving, helping, sharing, caring, pushing, motivating, consoling, supporting, and inspiring to go the extra mile to plant seeds in the young people that we know as our future. So don't be surprised if you wake up one day and you find yourself in some capacity that enriches human lives, because that is who you are. Newport News Public Schools will always be appreciative for your many years of dedicated service. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts and the depths of our soul. We wish you happiness, good health, and we hope you are able to do what it is that brings you fulfillment. As you begin this new phase in your life, may you find joy in remembering all of your accomplishments with Newport News Public Schools and happiness in pursuing your new hopes and dreams. On behalf of our school board, students, parents, and the citizens of Newport News, thank you for your dedicated service. As author Danielle Duckery said, stay young at heart, kind in spirit, and enjoy retirement living. And, as Dr. Mitchell said, after you take a minute and realize you have some extra time on your hands, you can substitute and volunteer. Thank you so very much again. And at this time, I would like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests who have joined us to celebrate your retirement. Our chairman, Lisa Searles Law. School board member, Rebecca Amon. School board member, Douglas Brown. Our superintendent, Dr. Michelle Mitchell. From the City of Newport News, our Vice Mayor, Curtis Bethany. And also from our school division leadership, the Executive Director of Secondary School Leadership, Dr. Felicia Barnett. The Executive Director of Child Nutrition and Wellness, Kathy Alexander. And the Executive Director of Elementary School Leadership, Angie Siders. We thank you for coming to share this recognition with us. At this time, Kathy Alexander, Executive Director of Nutrition and Wellness, will provide the invocation. Ms. Alexander.
Good evening. I want to congratulate our honorees this evening and say thank you on behalf of all the students and staff in Newport News Public Schools. We truly appreciate your many years of dedicated service. Tonight I have the pleasure of providing the invocation. I will share the poem, Retirement Found at Loving Lines. This is dedicated to all of you. Time goes by so very fast, it's hard to believe. It's time for your retirement, time for feeling free. You've worked so hard to make this dream come true, and no one deserves it any more than you. You have had some rough times, but you've made them through them all. You made the best of what life brings, and today you're standing tall. I wish you days of happiness, not filled with any strife. I hope that your retirement years are the best years of your life. Once again, congratulations and enjoy your dinner.
Good evening. I'm Joanne Armstrong, Supervisor for Benefits and Compensation. Joining me this evening is my co-presenter, Dr. Felicia Barnett, Executive Director for Secondary School Leadership. I'd also like to take a minute to welcome our chair member, Ritzka Alger. You disappeared on me. We'd like to welcome our school board member, Maritza Alger, this evening. Please join me in a round of applause for our musicians, Taylor Williamson, Miranda Williamson, and Danielle Saunders. Taylor is one of our music teachers with the school system, and all three are graduates of Newport News Public Schools. Exceptional performance, thank you. It's an honor to join you this evening as we recognize your dedicated service to Newport News Public Schools. Did you know that your combined hard work and dedication equates to more than 2,772 years of service? That's a lot of work. Retirement is not the end, it's a new journey, a new direction, a new challenge, a new adventure, when I'm sure all of you are ready to begin. Before we recognize each of you for devoting so much of your lives to public education, I want to once again thank you for helping the school division educate thousands of young people in our city. You've provided our students with the tools, experiences they need for successful futures. It's time to recognize each of you for your dedicated service to Newport News Public Schools. Tonight, each of you will be presented with a special plaque. The plaque reads, "Upon your retirement, Newport News Public Schools presents this certificate and wishes to express its sincere thanks and gratitude for your years of dedicated service. Your wisdom and commitment to excellence have inspired all of us and will be remembered for many years to come. We wish you good health, happiness, and continued success in your retirement." To the retiree class of 2023-2024, we salute each of you for your contributions to our school district. Our students and our school division have greatly benefited from your dedicated and loyal service. To assist with our recognition, I invite our school board members, elected officials, and the superintendent to come forward and form a receiving line in front of the stage to recognize and thank this year's retirees.
Honorees, as we announce your name, please come forward and proceed through the congratulatory receiving line. Tonight, as we call each honoree to the front, we will share their years of service with Newport News Public Schools, most recent position assignment, and work location. It is with great pleasure that we present this year's retirees. Our first honoree is Joan Altonen. Miss Altonen is retiring as a teacher from Kiln Creek Elementary School with 18 years and 4 months of service. Miss Altonen. Maurice Ogburn. Ms. Ogburn is retiring as an administrative secretary from Newsom Park Elementary School with 43 years and 5 months of service. Ms. Ogburn. Diana Boone. Miss Boone is retiring as a teacher from Newsom Park Elementary School with 29 years and 11 months of service. Miss Boone. Marcia Boone. Miss Boone is a retiring teacher from Kiln Creek Elementary School with 32 years and 5 months of service. Miss Boone. Pamela Bird. Miss Bird is retiring as a teacher from Denby Early Childhood Center with 37 years of service. Miss Bird. Denise Callantine Lee. Miss Callantine Lee is retiring as a media assistant from Hines Middle School with 32 years of service. Miss Callantine Lee. Tammy Davis. Miss Davis is retiring as a senior custodian from Heritage High School with 28 years and 11 months of service. Miss Davis. Irene Detloff. Ms. Detloff is retiring as a special education teacher from Saunders Elementary School with 30 years of service. Ms. Detloff. Bridget Dudley. Ms. Dudley is retiring as a bus driver from transportation with 20 years and 9 months of service. Ms. Dudley. Karen Fitzgerald. Ms. Fitzgerald is retiring as a music teacher from Kiln Creek Elementary School with 28 years, 6 months of service. Ms. Fitzgerald. Regina Forrest. Ms. Forrest is retiring as a special education teacher from Sedgefield Elementary School with 20 years of service. Ms. Forrest. Irene Golden. Ms. Golden is retiring as a cook from Child Nutrition Services with 30 years and 1 month of service. Ms. Golden. Sarah Greathouse. Ms. Greathouse is a retiring teacher from an Achievable Dream Academy with 24 years of service. Ms. Greathouse. Johnny Harrington. Mr. Harrington is retiring as a digital operator from the print shop with 28 years and 3 months of service. Mr. Harrington. Wanda Hedgepath. Ms. Hedgepath is retiring as a teacher from Richneck Elementary with 30 years and 6 months of service. Ms. Hedgepath. Diane Johnson. Ms. Johnson is retiring as an instructional assistant from Knollwood Meadows Elementary School with 30 years of service. Ms. Johnson. Jacqueline Joyner. Ms. Joyner is retiring as a school nurse from Health Services at Sanford Elementary School with 19 years of service. Ms. Joyner. Leslie Kincaid. Ms. Kincaid is retiring as a teacher from Booker T. Washington Middle School with 22 years and 7 months of service. Ms. Kincaid. Lanier King. Ms. King is retiring as a master bus driver from transportation with 28 years and 4 months of service. Ms. King. Tamara LeBouton. Ms. Lebouton is retiring as a special education teacher from Carver Elementary School with 25 years of service. Ms. Lebouton. Jane Marino. Ms. Marino is retiring as a teacher from Ella Fitzgerald Middle School with 19 years of service. Ms. Marino. Mark Marino. I believe they've got some plans. Mr. Marino is retiring as a CTE teacher from Heritage High School with 17 years and 7 months of service. Mr. Marino.
Available for work. You don't want to stay with home with her?
Patricia McGee. Ms. McGee is retiring as a bus driver from transportation with 9 years and 5 months of service. Ms. McGee.
Kathy McLean. Ms. McLean is retiring as a bus driver from transportation with 38 years and 1 month of service. Ms. McLean. Rita Milby. Ms. Milby is retiring as a media assistant from Jenkins Elementary School with 19 years and 4 months of service. Ms. Milby. Luani Mobley. Ms. Mobley is retiring as an instructional assistant from McIntosh Elementary School with 14 years and 4 months of service. Ms. Mobley. Pamela Nail. Ms. Nail is retiring as a school nurse from Health Services at Passage Middle School with 17 years and 10 months of service. Ms. Nail. Reginald Neely. Mr. Neely is retiring as a CTE teacher from Warwick High School with 22 years of service. Mr. Neely. Miriam Neese. Ms. Neese is retiring as a reading specialist from Kiln Creek Elementary School with 26 years and 9 months of service. Ms. Neese. Dr. Jeffrey Nelson. Dr. Nelson is retiring as a coordinator of school division security from school safety with 32 years and 10 months of service. Dr. Nelson. Deborah Opie. Ms. Opie is retiring as a bus driver from transportation with 9 years and 6 months of service. Ms. Opie. Erlene Parrott. Ms. Parrott is retiring as a bus assistant from transportation with 16 years and 4 months of service. Ms. Parrott. Janie Pierce. Ms. Pierce is retiring as an instructional assistant from John Marshall Early Childhood Center with 31 years of service. Janie Pierce. Natalie Pierce. Ms. Pierce is retiring as a teacher from Menchville High School with 34 years and 6 months of service. Ms. Pierce. Michelle Reisel. Ms. Reisel is retiring as an instructional assistant from Crittenden Middle School with 15 years of service. Ms. Reisel. Corona Chirac. Ms. Shrock is retiring as a custodian from Crittenden Middle School with 8 years and 2 months of service. Ms. Shrock. Arcelia Simmons. Ms. Simmons is retiring as a teacher from Huntington Middle School with 31 years and 9 months of service. Ms. Simmons, from Heritage High School. Gloria Simpson. Ms. Simpson is retiring as a master bus driver from transportation with 7 years. That was 7 years and 10 months of service, Ms. Simpson. Altogether, 23. Dr. Micah Smith. Dr. Smith is retiring as a principal from Ella Fitzgerald Middle School with 29 years and 4 months of service. Dr. Smith. Tracy Smith. Ms. Smith is retiring as an instructional assistant from Watkins Early Childhood Center with 21 years of service. Ms. Smith. Priscilla Smothers. Ms. Smothers is retiring as a teacher from Achievable Dream Academy with 29 years and 11 months of service. Ms. Smothers. Carrie Snow. Ms. Snow is retiring as a teacher from Deer Park Elementary School with 30 years and 2 months of service. Ms. Snow. Mary Stark. Ms. Stark is retiring as a teacher from Minchville High School with 24 years of service. Ms. Stark. Mitzi Story. Ms. Story is retiring as a teacher from Yates Elementary School with 7 years of service. Ms. Story. Carmen Stupica. Ms. Stupica is retiring as a school nursing specialist with health services from Hilton Elementary School with 13 years and 10 months of service. Ms. Stupica. Rosemary Swisher. Ms. Swisher is retiring as a speech-language pathologist from Denby Early Childhood Center with 29 years of service. Ms. Swisher. Sharon Talaferro. Ms. Talaferro is retiring as a child nutrition employee from Greenwood Elementary School with 24 years and 4 months of service. Ms. Talaferro. Shirley Thomas. Ms. Thomas is retiring as a master bus assistant from transportation with 25 years and 9 months of service. Ms. Thomas. Donna Thornton. Ms. Thornton is retiring as a social worker from Watkins Early Childhood Center with 34 years of service. Ms. Thornton. Kathleen Tamino. Ms. Tamino is retiring as a media specialist from Booker T. Washington Middle School with 25 years and 9 months of service. Ms. Tamino. Svetlana West. Ms. West is retiring as an ESL teacher from Sanford Elementary School with 16 years of service. Ms. West. Rodney Williamson. Mr. Williamson is retiring as an area transportation supervisor from transportation with 12 years and 5 months of service. Mr. Williamson. Maxine Wright. Ms. Wright is retiring as a school nurse from Health Services at Woodside High School with 21 years and 6 months of service. Ms. Wright. Kenneth Zobe. Mr. Zobe is retiring as a teacher from Minchville High School with 21 years and 4 months of service. Mr. Zobe. Thank you to our receiving line. You may return to your tables. Please join me in one more round of applause to congratulate all of our retiring employees. This has truly been a wonderful evening. Thank you once again for your many years of dedicated service to our students, families, staff, and community. It is an honor to have served with each of you. Have a safe journey home.